You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Next, featuring intimate and in-depth interviews with Black Hollywood's next edition of stars and influencers. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, next.
What's up? And welcome to another episode of Black Hollywood Live. Next, I am your host, Megan Thomas, at Meg Scoop on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And welcome to another episode. You're going to be excited about who we have today. Make sure you use the hashtag
BHL.
See, I'm thinking it's AfterBuzz TV today. BHL next. Use your hashtag so we can see all of your tweets and all of your comments because we want to know what you think. Who are you, pretty lady?
Hello, you guys. It's Courtney Tezeno. You guys can keep in touch with me at Teznos on Twitter and Instagram. And again, use that hashtag BHL next.
Yes. And today's no exception of the fabulous guest that we always have. You've seen him on a ton of movies. He's been everywhere. You've seen that the smooth bald head.
Mm-hmm. Caramel.
And you've seen this nice mustache. You've seen all of this handsomeness.
A little beard action right
he has
there.
to throw in his own for his intro.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And then he's going to be on the new movie San Andreas that comes out May 29th, featuring The Rock as well. Give it up for Todd Williams.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm trying to still figure out if the headphones or no headphones.
No headphones. Headphones or nah? I would say nah.
No? You know, if the
Yeah,
lady
you don't
says
have
it.
to rock 'em.
Yeah. Or nah. There you go.
Do it. All right.
Well, let's talk about, some stuff going on in the world. Let's talk about the next big thing. There's been this website that a lot of people have been using. It's howold.net. Have you guys heard about that?
Wait, is this a thing that people use on Instagram? I saw a couple
They
people post
posting
it. It does something and
Face
it lets you know if
detection.
you're male, female, and then gives
How
you
old
an
you
idea
are.
of how old you
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is actually through Microsoft, through Bing. That's what they're using. They use some kind of algorithm to figure out, like, based on facial structure and how you smile or whatever, how old you really are. And it has been so wrong on so many levels. How old do you think it says Beyonce is?
I'm going to let you do
See,
this.
you know what? I think it depends because you say it's built on an algorithm, right?
Right.
So we got to talk about light versus shadow and all this
Exactly.
other
It
stuff.
depends on the
yeah,
photo.
like if I got this light and it's hitting me just right, it might say that I'm in my 20s. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
then if it's a little shadowy, and plus with a female, you don't. And a black female,
I'd say it
you do
depends on
not
the
tell her
photo.
she looks
Which-
older.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
How do you think it says Beyonce is?
I'm going to say 40.
You think it says 40? Okay.
I'm saying, wait, I'm not saying that Beyonce looks 40. What
No,
I'm saying is that maybe
the app said
it's
she's
that
40.
the app
But
saying.
wait, we have to know which photo. Which photo is it, Megan?
Well, you wait and see. What
Okay.
about Kim Kardashian? What do you think it says about her?
She gotta be in her 30s.
It depends. See, it depends on the See, if they just woke up.
You know they don't have none of
depends.
those. All right,
There's
let's
a
put a
difference.
picture up and see how old this
Wait.
app said they
Where
are.
do I see the picture?
Okay,
But-
I was right on Kim.
But
31.
Beyonce is really 33, and it says she's 24. And then Kim Kardashian's 34. It says she's 31. So, and this is them at the Met Gala a couple weeks ago.
See, but if they detected the entire look, Beyonce wouldn't be 24 in this see-through
Yes, she
illusion
would,
gown.
honey.
24 in this illusion gown.
See,
Who
but no,
mama
no.
wear that? Nobody. It's a young person's dress.
Based
I
on
think
that
they both
photo,
look great.
based on that photo, distance, lighting, maybe a bit of the reflection from the stuff on her dress that's hitting her cheekbones just right.
Oh my goodness.
24 looks right.
See? Exactly.
I mean, she looks good for her age
She
anyway.
looks
I mean,
amazing.
that's what I'm saying. Kim Kardashian, I can't really see. 31.
Which is not too bad. I
How
mean,
old is
she's
she? How old is
33.
she?
She's
She's
34.
34.
So it's not
Okay.
too off.
But yeah.
But I wonder,
I know, right?
once it discovers that it's a female, if it goes, wait, let's downplay that age a
I know,
little bit
right?
just
Maybe.
to not insult her.
You know,
'Cause
and I
wanna
think it
see-
also,
I don't
here's
think
the funny
so.
thing that I noticed. I was playing around with this website, and I noticed that all the black people I put in there, their age was way younger. So I think in
That's
the
what I'm
algorithm, they put
saying.
black don't crack because
They had to.
everybody looks so much younger. What about Will Smith? How old do you think it says he is? He is
Depends on the
46. Just
I'd
throw it
say
out there.
36. I'm going to give him
36?
10 years down.
Okay, let's put his photo up. How does it say he is? 38.
Oh, that's good. Still.
Yeah, it is.
In that photo, yeah.
Yeah, this is him in the movie
Good. I've
Focus.
always
He
loved
looked
me
real
some
young
Will
in Focus.
Smith.
Hey, Will. What about Oprah? Oprah is really 61. How do you think it says she
Damn,
is?
Oprah 61?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. She was good.
Wow, she's been around for a minute.
What do you think it
I'm
says?
going to say 50.
50. Well, how did this website say Oprah was? 35.
What? Oh, she is beat, honey. She is beat to the gods.
What? Now, this is so off. Now, you know you're doing
Yeah.
good when you're
But
this
see,
after
no,
you're 30 years
this is
younger.
what I'm talking about. See, because look at it.
The
There's
lighting
been some
is
airbrushing
perfect.
going on.
Right.
The lighting. So based on that, yeah, it's going
No,
to say
she still doesn't
35.
look 35.
In this photo, though.
You think she
nigga,
looks 35?
I'm just saying, she doesn't have any lines. And I'm telling you, this algorithm is basing it on lines and
Right.
lighting and all that stuff. She don't have no lines. And the
Okay.
light's just right, so it's saying 35.
Okay, all right. So
Shenanigans.
then, of course, I want to see us and how old we are.
Wait
So
a
let's
minute. Yeah.
put that up. Put my picture
do it.
up.
Oh,
Said I was 20. I was
dang
like,
it.
boom, boom.
Girl, I
look.
already know mine is
You look
the
like a
exact.
youngin' right there.
I like 20, and I did multiple pictures because I was like, I want to make sure this app is over here not selling me a dream. And it said, I think it said between 20 and 23. I was like, yes. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done mine before, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the same age.
Okay. Let's put yours
yeah.
up, Courtney.
Especially with the photo you chose of me. I look 24. I think I do.
Yes, you do. Look
Yes,
at you.
honey.
Boom. Beautiful.
Beauty.
Stunting.
Beautiful. Yeah, both
And
of
let's,
y'all.
how about you, Todd? Let's see
What's
how old you
Let's
are.
see how old
Let's see how old you are, Todd. How old does this website say
wait,
you
How
are?
you go? Wait, you didn't take no photos of me?
No,
Yes, we did.
honey.
When?
Yeah, that's what you're.
That's an old ass. You know what?
Were you 31
I'm
in
trying to
this picture?
figure out how old I was when that picture was taken. That was 08. What is it?
It's
So it's
been
close.
about
Is it-
7 years.
It was about right.
So
It was
it's
about
accurate?
right.
So this
was
website's
about
pretty
right.
accurate?
I say it's all right. It's
Okay.
male, yeah,
Nice age
30s.
range.
You still
Yeah.
look the same. That's crazy.
You do.
You're like, this is how many years ago? You look exactly
Yeah,
the
that
same.
was a minute ago.
Well.
But thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, the
but
only
reason
again,
I-
I got these lights on
You
my
do,
face, so
but
it might
the
be
only
softening
reason-
my lines.
The only reason I can tell is just because the beard is a little different. That's it.
Yeah, I got
That's
the
it.
little salt and pepper action.
Ah, yes. Salt pepper action.
Grown man.
Let's talk about music. What's going on in the music world?
Okay, so we have some fresh beats. I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is Britney Spears and Iggy Azalea, "Pretty Girls." Now, I think that this is going to be a summer song, and it's. I'm going to let you listen to it before I give my opinion. So let's hear this song, "Pretty Girls."
Wait, do I have to put the headphones on?
No. Here it is. Here it is. And here's the video.
All around the world, pretty girls. Wipe the floor with all the boys. Pour the drinks, bring the noise. We're just so pretty. All around the world, pretty girls.
I like it. I think it's cool.
I think it's catchy. It's giving us all this 80s vibe. But to me, it's like annoyingly catchy. I could see so many people singing like all around the world and I'd be annoyed. But
That's the point. It has
Right.
to stick in
It
your
has to
brain.
be
It has to be that
right,
thing where
right.
you're sitting in the shower and you want to shoot yourself because you can't stop thinking about the song. That's a good song.
See?
it is.
That's what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
And I'm happy to see that that Britney's back. I think she did amazing in this video. I saw a different side of Iggy though, because she was trying to be a Valley girl, and with the accent, the Australian accent, I don't think it worked for her. But you know,
Wait,
they look like
she
they
brought
had
her Australian accent out?
Australian Valley girl accent. They don't really go together. They don't really go together.
Oh, they try to help that baby. All
They
right.
did.
Wait, she raps in her Australian accent or she's
She's
talking?
Like, yeah, she's talking. in
Oh,
her,
got it,
yeah.
got it, got it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
a cool video. If you get some time, go watch the rest of it. But they're having fun.
I won't.
Pretty. He said I won't.
But hey, kudos to them, man.
Kudos
They do
to
their
them.
thing.
Let's talk about some casting. What's new in casting? So Jennifer Hudson is in a new movie called Chiraq. It's actually directed by Spike Lee.
Okay.
And here's it's a musical comedy. So there's going to be singing in there, and it's based on the Greek play Lysistrata, which was about the women who refused to have sex with the men because they were going to war and they were fighting each other.
What?
So the women got together and said, "We're not going to have sex with them," and then they're going to have to like make peace. So anyway, this is what the Chiraq musical
That's a
comedy is
very
based on. So this is going to be
interesting
really, really interesting. She's in it. I know Samuel L. Jackson is in it. John Cusack. Kanye may be be doing the music for the movie. So
Wait, and you're saying it's a musical?
it's a musical comedy.
That's gonna
And
be
it's based
interesting.
on the Greek play?
Yes, Lysistrata.
Lysistrata, that's about a bunch of women that get together and say no sex for you
Yes,
Pretty
because
much,
until
yeah.
you stop fighting.
until you stop fighting.
Yes, so this is interesting, especially with the Chicago and all the violence that's going on.
yeah.
I wonder
Oh,
if they
yeah.
did this for real. If that would stop
That's
the
what
violence.
I was thinking about.
Right, so it might be something to
'Cause
think
girls,
of.
y'all have the power to shut things down.
Because we run the world.
That's what I'm saying. we will puff our chest out. I don't care what you say. Really? Serious? Okay. I'm
Right.
just playing.
Right,
my
right. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see that one, but
I know. I'm excited to see, especially if Kanye's producing the music. I think they're still in the talks for him to do it. So we'll see what happens with that. And then, of course, we have Dwayne Johnson. The Rock is another movie. It's called Alpha Squad 7. Of course, he has a movie coming out.
Central
You're
and-
in it.
Yeah, me.
San
Yup,
Andreas.
Yep. San Andreas coming May
29th.
29th.
Yes.
Check it out.
And then,
Previews, I'm scared, but we can get into
Everybody
that.
in California is super scared.
oh, yeah, we're going to talk about
Everybody
that in
else
a
is
minute.
like, wow, this looks exciting. And California's like, oh.
I know. No,
Quicker
we'll
than
get into
their
that.
boots.
So The Rock, it's going to be a sci-fi film called Alpha Squad 7, but it's going to be, it might be a while before we actually see it because it's still in the development aspect. He's still writing stuff. So it's going to be interesting. And I feel like he's probably one of the hardest working men,
Yo,
like
he
with
works
Kevin
like
Hart, like they neck and
year
neck.
round.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What was it like working with him on San Andreas?
It was amazing, man. I mean, you think about a guy who's seriously on the top of his game and an international superstar, and you have this idea of who he might be based on that,
Right.
plus just his persona, and he's a big dude. One of the coolest, down to earth, just chill people that I've ever met.
Is he like a gentle giant?
A gentle giant?
Like, you know the term, like they're big, but they're like cuddly, and you
I never
wouldn't
thought
know.
about cuddling with him.
No.
Like, you know what, Dwayne? You look real cuddly right now. No, but he was just cool. Like, if there was a question, if we're engaged in conversation, sometimes you meet people and they're all over the place. It's
Right.
like, hey, how you doing? They're like, yeah, all right, yeah, nice to meet you, man. Not even looking you in your face.
Yeah.
Right.
With him, it's like, boom, sitting there having a convo, and it was very cool, very chill. I loved working on this set.
Oh, yeah.
And you played Marcus, so you're part of the rescue team in the
Yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah.
And what was the most fun thing you did? Because I know there's a lot of special effects in the movie, right? What was the most fun thing you did on that set?
Well, we spent a lot of time in the helicopter. So that was I mean, the whole experience, to be honest with you, was just it was dope. I mean, it flew me out to Australia.
Oh, that's where this was shot?
Yeah, we
Okay.
were in Gold Coast, Australia.
Okay.
And there's different things that I had to discover just being there. I mean, from driving on the other side of the road
Oh,
to,
yeah.
just the food or lack thereove, selections.
Options.
Australian food. I don't know if there is Australian food. It's all, British inspired. So just being in another country, learning different cultures and customs, meeting the people, that unto itself was what was so dope about it. And then you go to work, and you work with these great people on something that, I guess in my mind, based on the budget alone, I was looking at it like, man, it might be super stressful because they talk about, more money, more problems and whatnot. The higher up you go, the more it's like, couldn't be further from the truth. It was as if we were shooting an independent film, just a bunch of people gathered together, making a film and being happy that they were doing it, and that was the vibe.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so
dope.
It was dope.
It is. No, you mentioned it is a little scary because when I saw the trailer for this, obviously it's set in Los Angeles. We live in Los Angeles, and we've been having these rumblings, these little minor earthquakes.
I want to know.
Setting us up for the bigger
I
one.
sleep through everything.
Okay, well, you're not going to sleep through the San Andreas one. That
No,
one.
not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not here. I hope the Lord takes me home before that.
Please.
He's like, Jesus, the rapture.
Right. That is the rapture. This movie. Oh, my goodness.
And didn't they say that the earthquake is supposed to spread all the way to the Midwest, this San Andreas one?
Wait,
Well, in the
are you
movie
basing
it
it on the
says-
film or are you basing it in real life?
I'm saying real life. I hear.
Yeah, I'm not trying to investigate. I'm
Okay.
just like,
I've been so scared, y'all. But anyways.
I know. And then when I saw this, I was like, wait, this could really happen. And I live here. Oh, my goodness.
yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. I was wondering, I was like, yo, where's the advertisements and everything? I don't see no posters up. I don't see nothing. I think they saved California for last because everybody else, you don't want to be San Andreas and you see things crumbling.
Right.
Nobody wants to see that while you're
No,
driving
we've
to
had a
work.
lot of earthquakes in the past few weeks, like maybe like 3 or 4 minor ones.
And then Japan had one.
Oh my gosh. See?
Yeah,
I think it
that
was a 7.8, and you
Yeah.
had the Nepalese one that
See?
just happened. Yeah, it's real. I mean,
Gotta get your life right. That's
based
the moral
on
of
a
the
true
story.
story. Yeah, go to Jesus before you see this.
Jesus,
Get
fix
yourself
it.
saved.
Jesus, fix it.
Yes, make sure you check that out May 29th. Let's talk about you.
Yes, let's go ahead and start from the
Getting
beginning.
Okay,
Todd.
I'm gonna get into my garden.
And get in your cocoon.
Stop. Okay, so let's take it back to New York. You were born and raised in New York City, which is pretty much like the hub of entertainment and theater, all of those things.
Yeah.
Did you ever have dreams of living somewhere else since it's so competitive there?
Nah, I looked at New York as being easier.
Really?
Yeah, when it came to acting, definitely, because the pool is smaller. Actors out there, you say you're actors, like, oh yeah, that's cool, whatever. I do this. Come out to L.A.
Everyone's an actor.
Yeah, your grandmother acted too. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Your uncles. Okay, yeah. Everybody's actor. So it was different. When I came out here, I didn't even want to say what I did. In New York, it's like it's just what you do, and then somebody else does something else, and you have a conversation, chop it up, talk about what they do, talk about what you do. I don't know if that answered your question.
Where's your
that's
accent?
fine.
I don't hear a New York accent.
It comes out.
does.
It's
Yeah.
weird. I'll tell you this. See, I tell you this.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that. I heard it right there.
See that?
Yeah.
And I've been out here for a minute. Okay. When I get angry, it comes out like hard.
Oh man.
But it is strange. When I came out here, I actually took time to kind of downplay it. I didn't want it to be so overpowering. So I was like, okay. And just to be able to play different roles, I didn't want to just be stuck with, yeah, I'm gonna do this New York thing, man.
Right,
Yeah, I'm gonna
right.
do- Yeah. It's all New York all the time. So after doing that for a while, I kind of hit this little middle ground where
You can kinda go both
sometimes
ways.
it comes out,
Right.
other times it doesn't. If you put a bunch of New York people up in here, it's gonna
come out.
crazy.
That's how it is with my country, honey.
I was about to say,
Put me around
Southern
That's what I'm
Belle
saying.
country
Yeah, it
people.
comes
Come
out
out,
when
yeah.
you're around people.
Right, right.
But right now I'm kind of hovering in the middle, just a nice little. And sometimes I feel bad, I moved away from my roots.
You sold out.
So sometimes if I go in and I'm getting some coffee, I'm like, yo, look, give me some coffee, son.
Some coffee.
Get some
Turn
of
the
that
light
coffee,
on.
son. Yeah. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then who were your like role models growing up, and then why were you so influenced by them?
Role models. I love my mama. She was a very strong and compassionate and supportive woman. My dad, who inspired me to get into entertainment, it wasn't older people. It was when I saw younger people doing it, when I saw people my age doing it. Because then it made me go, oh, snap,
Right.
well, if they're doing it, I could do it too.
Right.
And when I was 13, I was like 12 or 13 when it started to pique my interest, where I would see people on television and watch different shows and go, you know what, I think this is really what I want to do. It was solidified when my best friend, Sundays, used to go to his church down in the city. And I didn't do anything on Sunday. So, my days were boring. So he said, hey, you want to come? I said, yeah, sure, let me go. At the time, they were doing this, they were gearing up for a play, for a musical. And I just remember stepping in there and it was, I don't know, the energy and it just, I don't know, it's just something that I said, hey, I'm kind of interested in doing this. And I already have been, wanting to do it subconsciously, and that's been building up. So I talked to the youth director. I'm like, hey, can I be a part of this? He said, well, everything is casted, but we could find something for you. So essentially I did background. I was in the back. When the music numbers came up, it was like showtime. And so I memorized that thing from front to back. I knew everybody's line. I was like, no, you say this, you say
Look
that.
at that.
I was dedicated. And by the next year, I was headlining the show. So that's when I knew.
Good.
Yeah. That's
Was your parents supportive of you being an actor? Or did
my
they want you to do
mother. My
something
mother
else?
was always supportive. Yeah, my parents were always supportive to an extent. When I decided to drop out of school, it was like, no, because you need fallback and blah 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 blah. But it was like, my mom, when I told her, hey Ma, this is what I want to do, she said, okay. Got me into some acting classes. Eventually, I was like, Ma, you know what? This high school is cool, but I want to go to performing arts high school. So she said, okay, let's look it up. When I got the manager in my senior year, she was like, all right, let's do it. So she was always there to support me. It was just when I was like, I don't feel like finishing college that she was like, wait a minute. But now, everything
Right.
everything
Worked out the way that it should.
Yeah.
Right.
Shoot.
I mean, let's take it back to that moment when you did decide to go full time as an actor. I mean, you went to NYU and you studied music business, right?
Yeah.
And you decided, okay, I'm gonna do acting full time. What sparked that interest? Like, why did you feel like I'm done with this?
I was just in a place. Well, I chose music business because I was like, if I was going to fall back on something, it has to be something that I also love to do. They didn't have anything in songwriting. I wrote songs. I was a songwriter. Well, not professionally per se, but songwriting was something that I was pursuing at the same time. But acting started to gain more traction with it. So with music business, I figured, okay, well, it's still connected, and I could get a major. I can major in it, and it'll be cool. But I was miserable there. It was just, it wasn't just sitting there writing songs all day. It was like,
business.
Yeah.
it was, I had to sit there and learn music theory and all this stuff, and I was just like, oh my God. And it was difficult because from my family, everybody graduated from a nice school. Like my father, he graduated from Columbia. My mother, NYU. My brother, he graduated from Georgetown. And so it was like, there were expectations, and a path that that people traveled. I mean,
Right.
you get taught that you go to college.
Yeah, they pretty much set up the blueprint for you.
They set up the blueprint. Does that mean that it's right? No, it just means that that's what was set up. And I know that everything was coming from a loving place, and looking at an industry that can fluctuate and be unstable. I understand they wanted me to have something that I could fall back on, but if I have a plan B, then I can't put everything into plan A, and so it's counterproductive to my goals.
Right.
And I already knew what I wanted to do, so why do this? And it took me just sitting there going, nah. You know what makes you happy. You feel it. It's like, this is right. This is where I'm supposed to go. And I just got to a point where I couldn't listen to everybody else, where it wasn't about them anymore. It was about what I knew was right for me, what I always knew was right for me.
Right. And I mean, it sounds like you always knew what you wanted to do and you were a dreamer, but what advice would you give people that have that backup plan and they kind of have it as like a crutch and they don't actually go after their real dream? What advice would you give them?
Unfortunately, the society is built on crutches. Dreaming, it's interesting because dreaming is what built everything. But then people say, don't dream. So it's kind of, it's strange. I don't know. What I could say to people that started off with a dream and now are they're at this crossroads in their life where they're kind of pursuing something that they're not passionate about, is pursue what you're passionate about.
Right.
You have to understand why you want to do something. There's a lot of people that want to get into stuff and they don't know why they want to get into it.
Exactly.
And you're going to need a really, really strong why, because when you're pursuing your dreams, there's going to be some times when there's going to be some dry seasons and there's going to be some circumstances where it's going to make you question whether or not this is the right road to take.
Right.
But a strong why is a foundation that's like, nah, forget that. I know why I'm doing this, so I'm just going to persevere through this. So the first step, I would say, understand why you want to do what you do. it's not enough that you're just like, hey, I want to sing. Okay, why you want to sing? I want to be famous. Yeah, no. Go home. Go do that job. Because you
Figure out your purpose.
it's like, go home, baby. That wasn't that. Like, that's just, I don't know what that is. But if you do it because it fills you, like it makes you feel whole. When you're doing it, it's like sustenance.
Yeah.
Expressing yourself and communicating in that type of form or fashion or medium or however you want to do it. When you understand that, find that out and pursue that and do the work that it's going to take, because it's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah.
And that's it. So dream, but understand why you want the dream.
I like that.
And
Know
then
your
put,
why.
And then put the time and effort into learning your craft so that you can execute it, very well.
You better preach that.
You better preach it. Raise the roof, raise the roof.
No.
Okay, so in 2001, your dreams became a reality.
Yeah.
When you made your film debut for Lyft, starring you and Kerry Washington.
Yeah, I was working for FedEx at the time. Let me tell you, these are those times when it was like, because in New York there wasn't that much opportunity. It was probably like you had Law and Order,
Right.
Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Criminal Lieutenant. And then you had like a couple of soaps. So after you did those, it was like, what you gonna do?
Right.
So what did your childhood self do in the moment when you found out you were going to be doing that movie?
What?
What did your childhood self say, like during that moment, or what would they have
Like,
said?
Mama, I made it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was working for FedEx. I was getting up at like 4 a.m. because my shift was like, it was something like 6 to 12 or something like that. And, you had to do what you had to do to make money. And I was that dude that I was terrible at it. They just gave me this. Okay, first off, I'm going to digress just because that's how much time we got.
We have
okay,
time.
Cool. So I'm working for FedEx. They're teaching me, how to handle the packages and all that stuff, right? You get your CDL license. Now, I'm from New York. I don't have a car.
Right.
So it's like, all right, cool. They teach you how to do a 3-point turn in the truck. I'm like, good. You shadow a guy. It's like, cool. Hopefully, in my mind, they were going to send me on a route that was easy, open. I didn't have that much driving experience, but I had my license. So it was like, all right, how hard could it be? They want to send me on it was like Midtown somewhere. So you had bicyclistic cabs and this and that. I thought it was going to be uptown or something. I was squeezing through, and mind you, you're in this big ass truck.
In New York.
So I'm in New York, and I'm sitting there petrified. There were times when, honestly, people didn't get their packages because
You were that dude.
it was like, I didn't know how to work I was like, I don't know. Came back to the hub, truck full of packages. They were like, okay, you know what? We're going to send you on another route.
Oh, they still had faith in you.
They still had faith. So they sent me up to 125th. Now, during this time, I'm auditioning and doing that stuff and winning for Lyft. And they, I remember I got the call when I was on the route. And I said, word? My first film? Now, in my mind, it was big time. In my mind, big time enough that I could quit my job. So I said, I drove in. It wasn't even the end of my shift yet. I said, you know what?
I'm going to go ahead and give y'all this. I can't do it.
I'm done.
Oh my
Packages
goodness.
full of, I'm telling you, I was a terrible delivery person. It was not in the stars for me to deliver packages.
Well, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Nobody
But
gets
unfortunately,
packages.
but I'm saying there must have been something important, something was important that they didn't get till the day after.
Oh my goodness.
But did Lyft, went up to Boston where we shot that. And it was a very cool experience. I was very grateful for that experience. That was nice. Did it it wasn't like I was getting paid enough to
Right.
quit a job, but
Right.
you know, it was
But
a
that's
great
all right.
experience.
It was a start.
It's
Yeah,
all
it was
right.
a
good
great
start.
start. It was a great
Exactly.
start.
So then
Yeah.
in 2005, you starred in the highly praised ESPN show Tilt,
Yeah.
and it's all about the world of poker. Can you play poker? Like, are you good at?
I learned poker there
that?
when I was
Okay.
doing that. Yeah, that was the first time I got my series regular role.
Okay.
I had just gotten fired from a job that I was working at.
What job
for
was
like
that?
What's
2 and
going
a-
on with you?
No.
What job was
I-
this?
I wasn't meant for it.
Right. Where'd you
No.
get fired from?
Okay. My manager at the time, they hooked me up with this job at there's this place called Dramatists Play Service, which is anybody that does plays. They're usually the rights are held by either Samuel French or dramatists. And I worked there working the phones and whatnot. And they allowed me to go on my
Right.
audition. So it was a perfect situation. I mean, the benefits there were really good. They paid for your public transportation. The health benefits were great. It makes you second guess what you're gonna do.
Right.
But yeah, me and the boss, it just, I don't know. He was trying, I don't know. I got my walking papers and I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And that's when everything just started working out. It was like commercial auditions. I had been doing voiceovers and commercials that was coming in. And then here comes Tilt. And it was like, bam, book
First
that.
series regular
First
role.
series regular.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
This is it. This
snap, this the big time.
Yes.
Took me up to Toronto. And I was up there for 4 months filming. That experience was, I mean, that was a milestone. You know, every actor wants to get to the point where you're a series regular and making enough money that you don't have to work, 3 or 4 jobs.
Right.
And that's what that was. That gave me the money to make the move to Los Angeles and had a wonderful time up there. That was cool.
Awesome. And then in 2006, you starred in a film called The Last Stand. So Kevin Hart was in it, Laz Alonso,
He was.
Anthony Anderson. Wait,
Let me tell
you had
you.
to play stand-up comedian. Have you ever done that in real life?
Never. I don't know why they chose. Because I guess my storyline wasn't necessarily about the jokes that I told. I had a very kind of sad arc.
Okay.
But it was interesting because this is when Kevin he's had a very interesting career because there was a time when it was about to blow and then it didn't work out and then he came back and now it's like stratosphere. for
Right.
him.
Yeah.
I admire, and that's what I'm talking about. His why. He has a strong why. Because when people weren't even checking for him anymore, when they had that, they would just, his stock rose a little bit and people started calling. The minute that it dipped and they left, it didn't stop him from doing what he wanted to do.
Right,
and so
right.
now he's to the point where it's like, oh man, he's killing right now.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, Anthony Anderson.
Right.
It was
Tammy Roman, Laz Alonso,
Tammy.
man.
It was very interesting, and it was cool because it was an independent. And like I said, I had a very interesting arc, which was very sad at the end. So I really dug that.
Was this the first time you worked with the all-black cast?
It was.
How was the
experience?
difference between like, okay, now I'm a series regular, it's diverse, now I'm working with all-black cast?
Everybody's trying to tell a story. It's just, people have different ways in how they tell it. And so with Tilt, they told their story in one way, and then with Last Stand, they told theirs in their way, and it was cool. I mean, granted, Tilt, since it was already on a network, they were getting money. Whereas The Last Stand was
Right.
an independent. So it's like, look, we're trying to make this happen. So it's just different.
Labor of love.
Yeah, labor of love,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
It's all labor of love, but some are a little more cushiony than others. And it was, honestly, that was cool.
And then, so you've played a cop a bunch of times. At
play a cop
USA's
all the
Networks in Plain Sight and Fox's The Chicago Code.
Yeah.
What role have you not played that you really want to play?
Yes.
I don't know.
You gotta have something.
Nah, I really don't. I just like exploring different areas.
Is there something you wouldn't do?
In terms of what?
Well, I'm saying, is there any role
Any
that you
project
decide you're
you
like,
wouldn't
I gotta
take.
draw the line there. I can't do that.
Everybody has their limit.
I mean, I don't want to do nothing bamboozle-y.
Okay.
You know, I understand comedy, but there's sometimes it could be a little. Let me put on my shoes and start dancing. So I wouldn't want to do anything like that. It'd have to be smart. I like to do stuff that is smart on some level.
Okay.
Regardless if it's if I'm cracked out,
Right.
if I'm a male prostitute, whatever. I'm just saying. But the thing is that you have like the beauty about this medium is that it sheds a light on all different perspectives. Well, it's supposed to, all different perspectives and points of view. Mm-hmm. And if you're not showing those perspectives, then you're not doing it justice.
Right.
So it's not like you don't have male prostitutes out there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You do. And their story needs to be told equally as much as,
The hero.
anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it. Now, would I want to be a male prostitute personally? No. And for me, it would have to be, I'd have to be a gigolo because I can't kiss dudes. But that's just me right now.
Right.
But you
That's
would
just
do
me
something
right
like a Magic Mike.
Or Chocolate City,
Yeah,
something like
you
that.
would
The
do
new thing that's
that.
coming out.
Yes.
You
I
gotta
feel
do it.
a little,
Oh yeah.
I feel a little shy. I get a little
No.
shy. Yeah. I got to be in my skivvy? Nah, I don't know.
You're like the most
Right.
health conscious person. You gotta be on point. Come on.
Yeah, but still.
Take
you
your
know
shirt
what?
off. Let us be the judge.
I went through a phase it was a junior high. I hit my fat stage.
Really?
Yeah, I was a little chubby.
I used to be fat too. Yes.
But this is what I'm saying. So in my
stage.
mind, that's what I always see. So I'm always striving. It's like, no, I'm not lean enough. I gotta get my body fat. It has to be like between 8 and 9%. That'd be good.
Oh
Right now I'm
my
about
God.
13. I can't take my shirt off. And so other people will be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yo, because I still see it. I still see it.
still have
what
the
I'm
fat
saying?
kid in
You go,
you.
oh, you look nice. For me, I'm like, nah, I gotta fix this.
See,
a
I
little
feel
bit.
you because that song one time for the big girls. When I hear it, I be there like, yes, and clearly the big girls be looking at me like, yeah,
Get your
you
ass
need
out of
to,
here.
yeah, right,
Yeah, see? It's like us. They're like, no.
right.
You over there.
So you've been so blessed to have so many series regular roles,
Yeah.
recurring roles. MTV's Teen Wolf, the CW's Vampire Diaries, Switched at Birth on ABC Family.
Yeah.
Out of all of these roles, which one has been your favorite?
All of them.
Oh.
There's not one that
there is
stands out.
No, there is no favorite. I didn't choose to be an actor to have a favorite. I chose to explore it all. It's like saying New York is my favorite. New York has some really cool aspects about it. Mm-hmm. It has some other stuff that I'm like, whatever about. Is LA my favorite? No, but I enjoy it for what it has and for what it doesn't have.
Okay.
Because the more I've gotten to travel, and this is the thing, like acting has allowed me to see the world. Mm-hmm. And in doing that, it's expanded my awareness of it's not as black and white as
Right.
your favorite.
Right.
There's too many things involved to just go, you know what, this one thing right here. I like too much. What's your favorite music? I don't know, I like a lot of different kind of things.
Okay.
What's your favorite food? I like a lot of different
Well, you're
food. It depends on my
easy
mood.
please.
Yeah.
That's simple.
It depends on my mood.
Whatever. Okay.
Okay,
tell you
So what about upcoming projects?
Yeah.
What do you have coming up next?
What do I have coming up next? Finish shooting Teen Wolf. So that's coming out in the summer.
I'm excited.
Okay.
And then San Andreas, May 29th. I did Bones. I did Criminal Minds. That came out, what is it, May? That came out this month. Those already aired.
Okay.
And then right now, I'm just in the see, I don't want to talk about nothing. I'm in the process of venturing into a different area,
Okay.
but I don't want to say anything. I'll say it. When you see it, I'll say it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. We'll be on the
But we
lookout.
got some good things coming up. That's
Yeah,
good.
I got some good things coming up.
Good.
And what about, because of course all of your fans want to know, do you have a special lady in your life?
And if not, what do you look for?
I could tell you that I do have a special lady in my life,
Okay.
but I could also tell you what I look for.
Okay.
Because why not?
Oh,
I look
if
for.
she's watching this, he's just
No, it's all good. What I've come to really value is a person who makes you better, who can call you out when you're effing up, and who is patient enough to allow you to grow.
I have to agree with that one for real.
Right.
Like humor's cool and all that's cool, but for a long-term relationship, hey, you gotta know your why. That transcends over
Right.
to there too. Like, why are we together?
Right.
Yeah.
What's the mission? What are we doing
towards,
this?
yeah.
What are we working towards?
Right.
I noticed that, like, dudes, when we're younger, we have this perspective of it's not a long-term goal as much as it's just, hey, we're just seeing how it's working out.
Right.
And the woman's like, no, what are we working towards? 'Cause
Exactly.
it is. This is about, you're trying to establish a teammate
Right.
because you want to be able to take on this world, and it's like, yo, it's going to be me and you when we moving towards our goals. And so it's very important that you have somebody that wants for you equally as much as you want for them.
Right.
Who your accomplishments are their accomplishments.
Yep. That sounds like a purpose-filled relationship.
And
I
there
like
you
that.
go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I mean, the physicals,
That comes with
that's
it.
cool.
That comes with it.
It could be fun. It could be very fun, but
That's not the glue.
Exactly.
That
That's
don't
not
keep
doesn't
on
hold
that.
it. It doesn't
That's
hold it
not
together.
Yes.
For a minute, it could hold it very nicely.
You will stop.
Not for real
but
though.
yes, after a while,
Yeah.
it's like
Foundation starts crumbling.
what do we do? Especially, you can't be in a physical relationship and then have nothing to talk about. You can't be in a
Exactly.
physical relationship and you can't really connect on any other level than physical. Even though the physical is important, but it's not gonna make anything endure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, yeah, I like a woman who a year after being with her, I'm like, yo, I'm better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm better because if she wasn't here, I'd still be in the same place that I was.
Well, this one
And that's
sounds
my
like
special
a good
lady.
one. Yes,
There you
this
go.
sounds like a special lady.
You better put a ring on it. Look, she
One
watching
day,
too.
one day,
She's
one
over
day.
here like, yeah. All right. All right. So where can we find you on social media before we get out of here?
Twitter, Todd Williams, TODDWILLIAMS.
Look. All right.
Instagram, Todd Williams Official.
Okay.
Somebody stole
And-
your name.
Listen.
A lot of Todd Williams in the world.
Yeah, there are, but we're not even gonna go into that story.
Yeah.
Because the dude, the Todd Williams, he has like 2 followers and he hasn't done anything since he had it.
My name is taken on Twitter too. I get it.
It's
And she
ridiculous.
has
No,
10
I
posts.
was able to take Twitter because I was doing Vampire Diaries and they just like snatched it from me. So I have that. But Instagram, I was like, yo, I can't have the
Right.
no. So I had to make Todd Williams official.
Okay.
I was like, all right, fine.
And
I didn't
your
want to put the
website?
real Todd Williams because then it's like,
I like
that's
official.
saying that they're not real, but they are real. So.
I like that.
Official. It's officially me.
Okay. And you have a website?
I don't.
Okay. So your
Yeah.
Twitter and your Instagram is the
Twitter,
best place to reach you.
Instagram. I'm on those all the time, so you can hit me up.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much. We had
Yes,
so
Todd.
much fun with
You know
you.
what? This
Hearing
wasn't
about
bad. You were right.
I know. See?
I enjoyed myself.
Right. Where can we find you, Courtney?
You guys can keep in touch with me as always at Tezeno on Twitter and Instagram. And where can they find you, lovely?
You can find me, Megan Thomas, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Meg Scoop, like scoop of ice cream. Make sure you check out San Andreas May 29th so you can see Todd Williams and
Yeah,
Rock.
in my caramel sexy.
Yes!
With Dwayne The Rock Johnson's
He's
in it
there
too.
too. But
He's
you
there,
know,
too.
whatever. All right, we'll see you
Caramel.
next week.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Later.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.